Hello, my name is Ryan Shefitz. I'm a freshman here at Millersville University in English 110, Section 50G. The issue that I have researched was what kind of medical procedures were done on the prisoners and the purpose behind doing so during the Holocaust. This is a significant topic because even though many people know of the human experiments, little know what the ones in the experiments went through. More specifically, why they were subjected to this torture on top of what they were already dealing with, seeing as how they were taken from their homes and immediately put to work or death. This is also important to know that the Nazi scientists were especially interested in twins and their DNA, with what that might bring for the rest of Germany in justifying their cause. All of these experiments were done in the name of research in order to help them explain why the prejudice against Jews was so profound, as well as to strengthen the Aryan race. The Nazi head scientists were doing countless amounts of experiments on the humans in the concentration camp without regard for human life, and with just the single goal in mind to keep Germany on top. A Nazi head scientist named Joseph Mengele, often referred to as the Angel of Death, and was also said to have done experiments on over 3,000 children at the infamous Auschwitz-Birkenau in the name of research, which brought these kids even more diseases as they would have had to deal with if they were just normal prisoners. All of these children had to endure was enough to kill them over time without scientists really caring due to the amount of test subjects that they had at their disposal. A Holocaust survivor, Irene Heismay, recounts what she calls the most exclusive club in the world. She said that she knows that there were only ever around 200 known survivors of the human experimentations in Auschwitz-Birkenau by the end of the war. There were a total of 1,500 sets of twins that were known to have been taken by Mengele in his experiments in order to develop the master Aryan race. Of the known survivors, there were 27 in the United States, most of which resided in the New York City area, as well as 6 residing in Canada, with over 100 living in Israel. Some of the survivors believe that there were more of them, just too afraid to speak out and say something about what they had gone through. There is very little evidence of exactly what kind of experiments that were done to the twins, due to Mengele either destroying it or bringing it into hiding with him. For the children who were into the experiments, they were treated with a little care, unlike those who were living with the bare minimum in order to live. They were given special accommodations, such as their own barracks, separated by gender, as well as an extra ration or two per week in order to keep them a little bit stronger in order to survive the experiments. They were given the ultimate care in that they were given life-saving medicine that was denied to tons of thousands of others in order to keep them alive longer. Mengele was also allegedly nice to these kids, supposedly giving them sweets every once in a while. During the war, the medical experiments that were done on the children chosen were supposedly meant to improve the state of soldiers' health, but are and were seen as a way to spread and intensify the country's racial ideology and their feeling of superiority towards those that they do not like. A big thing that many Nazi doctors were looking into was how to initiate wide-ranging research on methods in order to force mass sterilization. That would be regarded as belonging to a lower class in order for there to be even greater discrimination and bias. The list of things that the Nazi scientists did is horrible, to say the least. It includes and is not limited to freezing, giving people an infectious disease in order to cure them, torture, killing, sterilization, surgery, and much more. There is still so much that we do not know regarding the children who were experimented on, and I do not think that we'll ever fully know. What we do know is to preserve the lives of everybody, and to not look down on others based on where they are from or what they believe in. What is best is to look at what happened and try best not to repeat anything close to this ever again.